Good morning, everybody. It's me, your favorite Brit here. What a day, what a day. A shocking day. Today, a brand new Bedrock 1.18 beta dropped, 1.18.0.22. What do the numbers mean? We may never know, officially, because today's Bedrock beta is all about a 1.19 feature, or like several new 1.19 features. Today we're going to talk all about the brand new Sculk blocks and the rest of the Minecraft Bedrock beta. If you enjoyed this one, you know how it goes around here. I don't make the rules, I just protect. Leave a like on this video for 7 years of protection from a Wendigo. Subscribe if you're new. Alright, I'll let Bedrock Gang have this one. In a way, these are the very first 1.19 features, but in the same way, they aren't at all. Java has the bundle still, it's at the Sculk sensor. Yeah, so, just saying. All jokes. Anyways, jokes aside, Bedrock Beta 1.18.0.22 adds the Sculk blocks. It's very interesting, and a new music disc, which is beautiful. But the Sculk blocks. But the music disc, let's start there, because the music disc will actually make it into the game and in the next official update. Now, believe it or not, this is actually the music disc right here, Lena Rain, other side. It's meant to be blue and green, but there's some kind of glitch or something. It turned white when I dropped it on the ground. I mean, I can't lie, it looks aesthetically very nice, but to save a little bit of time today, and because I did it yesterday in the snapshot video, I won't be playing the music disc. If you want to hear the music disc, or at least a little bit of it, jump over to the latest snapshot video, card on screen right now. You could also listen to the music disc in the snapshot, the beta, or if you don't own Minecraft and you just watch these videos for fun, it's actually on Spotify too. In 1.18 and survival, it looks like this thing is going to be pretty uncommon. You'll be able to find it in stronghold corridor chests or in dungeons, even more uncommonly. We tested it yesterday. Out of 1 stronghold that I checked, no disc. Out of 11 dungeons, 1 disc. It's rare. More on this new music disc and all of the other beautiful new music in yesterday's snapshot video. Check it out if you want. And why do you watch these videos if you don't own the game? Fair enough. I mean, I'll take it, no complaints at all. So back over on the main menu, to check out the brand new Sculk features, you're going to need to turn experimental features on. There's a brand new experimental toggle in this beta, it's called Vanilla Experiments. Basically, right now it activates the 1.19 things, like the goat horn. Like the goat horn, this morning when I heard the news, it was crazy. You had to be there. Listen to this. Okay, yes, the goat horn still does absolutely nothing. Made a video on it earlier this week. It's going to be in 1.19, it looks like, for sure now. The actual shocking part is the Sculk. Last weekend at Minecraft Live, we learned that 1.18 is actually a little bit smaller than we thought. The Sculk, the Deep Dark, the Warden, all of that stuff won't be in 1.18. Fast forward to today and Sculk blocks inside of the 1.18 beta. There are 4 brand new blocks related to Sculk. The actual Sculk block, the Sculk vein, the Sculk Catalyst, and the Sculk Shrieker. The Sculk sensor is here too, but it's been here. Let's actually start with the blocks. I set them up on a wall and look at the texture. It's actually animated. There's a little bit of like glowing pulsing going on in here. It looks so good. Imagine using this stuff as a building block, a wallpaper that actually is animated, or even like a carpet inside of your base that is animated too. The texture is so nice, and because of the tones in it, I think it's going to work pretty well with Deep Slate. Like, amazingly. The textures of the other 2 new blocks, the Catalyst and the Shrieker, both also look so good. The textures are definitely on point. On the Catalyst, the top part looks like Sculk, the lower part kind of almost looks a bit like Endstone, but a little bit more white. On the Shrieker, flip it. The bottom part looks like Sculk, the top bit starts to look a little bit like Endstone, but this time it's kind of darker. Even though the tones are slightly off, it definitely makes me wonder if there will be a relation between these blocks in the end. I cannot complain, like they look really good, especially the Shrieker over here. Look at this thing, there is literal ghosts inside of it, like spiraling around, or souls or something. And then if we go on top of this thing and we jump on it, it seems to be a little bit touchy, but sometimes if we jump on this thing, the effect should be activated. Sometimes. Eventually. I'll get it to work eventually. We'll come back to it. Moving on to the Sculk Vein. Really quick, let's take a look at this thing. The Sculk Vein is very familiar looking, but at the same time unique. It's kind of similar to Glow Lichen, but of course, you can see this texture is a little bit more filled in, and this one is not. Now, the Sculk Vein, can you put it on the side of a block? Yes, you can. It seems to be functionally just like Glow Lichen. I could put it on this side on the same block. I could put it down there. It's literally just like Glow Lichen, except this time, it's Sculk Vein. Does it emit light though? Great question. Well, now it's midnight. If I get rid of the glow lichen, the Sculk is dark. A Sculk vein does not emit any light at all. The Shrieker is amazing. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. So the texture again is so good, like top tier. This is a really cool shape and everything. The ghost inside of it looks great. Now if I jump on it, come on, please. If I jump on this thing, okay, well fine. There's another way. You see, I'm committed to this cause because it is very good. If I go ahead and power this thing with redstone. No, come on. Work, please. Reloaded the world, we'll try it again. So basically, if I jump on this thing, or if I give a redstone signal to this thing, I should get the darkness effect. Now, I know it does definitely work. It happened once. Maybe it has to do with survival mode. We'll try this out. I'm going to get it eventually in this video somehow. It does work, though, I promise. Over on the main menu, I'm trying to create a brand new world to try it out again. Listen to this music. It sounds so good. I love the new music. All of it is so amazing. The music is definitely a different vibe, but it's still so good. So anyways, brand new world. Now we will get it to work for sure. Please work this time. Look, I'm there we go. This. Okay, so that texture right there, it looks so good. And then watch the screen. We have the darkness effect over there, and it gets a little bit darker. Admittedly, not that dark up here on the surface, but it got darker. So yeah, admittedly the Shrieker is a little bit bugged right now, but it's still so cool that it's in the game, and the darkness effect is really cool too. So now let's say I'm inside of a cave system that is, you know, a little bit more dark, and I got the effect again. Hopefully I can get the effect again. Okay. Well, hold on. There seems to be a bug right now. It looks like you can only experience the darkness one time in a world. So now let's say we're inside of a cave system, and then we get the darkness effect. So like right now, watch how dark it's gonna get. Look at this. It's eerie. It's so creepy. Like, look at this. Like, the torch over there, pretty much everything around the torch completely disappears. It feels so creepy inside of this cave system, but imagine this effect even deeper in the deep slate cave, so naturally even darker feeling, and you have the warden, like, creeping around somewhere. This is, like, terrifying. Let's see if I can get it a second time in this world. No, maybe there's, like, a time limit on it or something. Once in a world, and then done. That's sad. Brand new Sculk Shrieker block, old Sculk sensor block. At Minecraft Live, the Sculk sensor was communicating with the Sculk Shrieker. Basically, it detects movement, sends a signal over to the Shrieker, tells on you, and then the Shrieker creates the darkness. Right now, that functionality is not in the game. And no, it's not just because of the bug. We have confirmation on this from our favorite Bean developer. King B-Dog said on Twitter this morning, after this beta dropped, some things are unfinished compared to Java, like no fog for the darkness effect, and Shriekers only working with a redstone signal or stepping instead of Sculk sensor vibrations. And he mentioned something about the Sculk Catalyst, the other brand new Sculk block in the game. So the Sculk Catalyst is the block that causes the Sculk growth to actually spread. Check this out. If we take out a husk or something near the Sculk Catalyst, Sculk should spread, just like that. Now eventually, the amount of Sculk that spreads from the Sculk Catalyst will be directly related to the amount of experience that dropped. Right now, it's not. It's going to be the same, every single time. Now this is really cool. So check this out. If I take the husk out and then we watch the Catalyst block, the particle effect right there, it's like fire or smoke coming from this thing, and then this area is slowly getting converted completely over to Sculk. This is so cool. I really am excited for this mechanic and the deep dark in general. Like honestly, at Minecraft Live, at first I was kind of bummed about the delay. That fire is so cool. But now that we know the deep dark will be expanded to such an unprecedented level, it's like amazing actually. The Sculk spreading mechanic does not only work with husks though. You can take any mob out near this thing that drops experience, and the Sculk will actually spread. Another interesting thing, if you listen closely, it actually seems like you get the experience, and the Sculk spreads too. Yeah, no, that is actually exactly what's happening. Check the XP bar right now. I take the cow out, the Sculk spreads, I get the XP. Now, a little bit of a survival mine test. If I try and mine this thing with my hand, it's going to be slow, and I'm going to get experience. That thing spawns Sculk, so I guess it's kind of like a spawner. It gives you experience when you break it. The Shrieker, same thing. Except unlike the Catalyst block, the Shrieker doesn't spread anything. It just does the darkness thing, but still only once in this world. The normal Sculk block, if I break this with my hand, I get experience. The Sculk vein, if I break this with my hand, I get nothing. Nothing. Now I have a hole with the Silk Touch on it. That's what they were using at Minecraft Live. It's Silk Touched. It's Silk Touched. This is Silk Touched, and that is too. They're all Silk Touchable. Now think about this for a second. So I have a cow right here. I take this thing out. I get the experience from the cow, and then it goes away. Then I have all of these blocks. I could then actually harvest these blocks and get even more experience. This is an experience farm. Imagine this, in 1.19, your late game, maybe you have a bunch of extra stone blocks. You bring a cow over to the stone blocks, buy the Sculk Catalyst, take it out, and then this stuff spreads. I don't know if you just caught what happened there, but the Sculk took over the stone. But it can't take over everything. There's a little bit of cobblestone in this area. It will not take over the cobblestone. But stone, for sure. It'll be really interesting to see how these mechanics will end up working by the time 1.19 drops. Right now, you can set up a pretty decent XP farm, just with a Sculk Catalyst and extra blocks. The Sculk blocks are really cool, the music is really nice, but that's actually not all to this beta. There's even more inside of this beta. Removed old world type from the world creation screen. It's gone. And if you have a world that was created with that old world type, you can update it to 1.18, but at the same time you can't. Once 1.18 drops, if you have a world that was created in 1.16, 1.17, you know, most normal worlds, the world will update, you'll get deeper world, everything like that. But if you have an old world type world, then it actually won't get deeper and it won't get the new mountains or anything like that. This is nothing concerning. To be clear, this is not for your world that was created in 1.15 or 1.16 or 1.17. This is actually a completely different world type. Also in this beta, Bedrock got a brand new seed system. This is most likely the same seed system that Java got a couple snapshots ago, which hopefully means seeds are in parity again. Easy way to test it, jump over to Java Edition, latest snapshot, same exact seed. Let's see if the world's the same. I don't expect it to really be exactly the same, but from the looks of things, right off the bat, this does look pretty similar. A forest at spawn, a meadow biome over here, a plains biome. Actually, no, yeah, this is definitely the same, except Java is missing a village. On Bedrock, there's a village right there. On Bedrock, I have my Sculk sign set up in this area over here. I built the Sculk thing over here. I was messing around with this stuff, testing it there, down there in the plains. The seed is the same. That's sweet. Finally, to wrap up today's beta breakdown, a parity change that has to do with the raid boss bar. Seems like the devs are working on that raid boss bar a lot in this update. And then bug fixes. From the looks of things, this Bedrock beta comes with a pretty decent handful of bug fixes. These are some of them on screen right now. I'll link the changelog down in the description. If you want to check out all of the bug fixes, go down there. So the new Sculk blogs, what do you think? Which one is your favorite? I really like the Shrieker. I think it's really cool. Anyways, my fellow Brits, that's going to do it for today's beta breakdown. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe if you're new here. All of my links are in the description. Check them out. And I'll see you tomorrow with another brand new video. Goodbye.